Hello, my name's Madeleine Kirk and I'm the Liberal Democrat parliamentary candidate for York Outer.
And in terms of sporting provisions in the city, do you think they're currently sufficient?
No, I don't think we have sufficient facilities. I'm very concerned and interested in making sure that we have lots of facilities, both for sports such as football and rugby and athletics, but also for swimming.
And in terms of the city's professional clubs, what role do you see them as playing in the city?
I actually think there should be a partnership. I'd very much like to see a community stadium. I know that in some areas this has worked very successfully, for example in Wigan, and I think that having a community stadium means that you get more people on board, more willing to help to support it.
So do you back that new community stadium idea?
I think it's a good idea, yes.
And as in your role as a councillor currently on York City Council, how have you backed that? What have you done to further this
directly,
cause?
I haven't actually been involved in the stadium, I have to admit, and that's because at the moment, of course, it's gone to be looked at. There's going to be a report on that in June, so I actually haven't really had the opportunity to make any decisions on the report that's going to come forward. That would be a little bit preemptive of me.
The stadium was first proposed almost 8 years ago, and as yet we're still at the report stage. Do you think that progress has been fast enough?
I think we would have all have liked to see progress much faster than that, but there are a number of historic reasons for that. It does look like they're moving forward, and I'd like to see it going forward fairly quickly from now on.
The latest update that was issued to the council in February 2010 stated that the football club's future was under threat unless funding was secured within the next 2 years. Do you think it's likely that we'll get funding secured and a stadium built within that time?
Funding secured by the local authority. They're committed to doing that, yes, indeed.
So do you support the use of public funds for this?
I do support the use of public funds to some degree, yeah, because we want this to be a stadium for the public, for members of the public, and so the council is committed towards making sure that a new stadium is provided.
But I've just got to press you on that, because in terms of the commitment, they are committed to building a stadium. It's a very good aim, but what form is this actually going to take? Are they willing to really put in a substantial sum of money? Are they willing to put in a loan? Are they willing to find a suitable piece of land?
Well, as I understand it, that there is funding there available towards a stadium when it's built. I'll be behind it every way, and making sure that we can get public funds behind a stadium for York.
Much has been made of the community aspect of this. What do you think York's lacking that could be added to a stadium project, that could be attached to the side of it or built as part of the same development?
Well, at the moment, of course, we have this disparity of sports facilities, and I think it would be absolutely fantastic to bring them all together. I think by that we're going to get, the community will be more cohesive, that we'll get more funding, that it will bring York together more, to have, you know, the likes of football, rugby and athletics all available at a similar site, you know, where people can go and have other things such as concerts. I really think that would be a great bonus for the city of York.
Do you think York's capable of seeing through such a large-scale project?
It is capable of seeing through a project like this, and I'm very, very positive that actually we're going to be moving forward fairly quickly with getting this. Unless something totally unexpected happens in central government, I'm very confident that we're going to get a new stadium in York.
So if fans of York City Football Club and of York City Knights Rugby League Club are in York Outer and choosing how to vote in the next election, how can you help their cause for a new stadium?
Because I'm entirely behind getting a new stadium for York. I'll do anything I can to make sure that the funding is in place and it gets built and opened.
And do you have any preference on where it's located? Would you like it in your constituency?
I have no preferences on where it's located, apart from the fact it's got to be accessible to everyone.